Okay, everyone. So welcome to Unit 6. Unit 6, Clothes. This is still the continuation of Beginner A1 course, English as a Second Language. My name is Chris, and I will be taking you through Unit 6, Clothes. Before we get started with the unit, let me give you an overview of what to expect to learn in this unit. In Unit 6, firstly, we will look at the different types of clothes. We will say them. After that, we will then learn how to say the color of different clothes. Without any waste of time, let's get started with Unit 6. First section, we need to say the clothes. Say the clothes. We are going to say the clothes one by one. I will give you a picture of a clothing item, and then we will learn how to say it in English. Let's go. First, these clothing items here, what do we call them in English? We call them shoes, shoes, shoes. That's how we say. Next, this item over here, it's called T-shirt, T-shirt, T-shirt. Next up, this one over here, it's called a belt, belt, belt. Let's move on. This one over here, it's called a shirt, shirt. You can see this one, it's long, it has long sleeves. The one that we did previously, in which we called a t-shirt, it had shorter sleeves than this one. So this one that has long sleeves, we call it a shirt, shirt. Next up, this one, it's a dress, dress, dress. Next up, this one, it's called a tie, tie, tie. Perfect. So far, so good. Let's move to the next item. Next item, it's a skirt, skirt, a skirt, right? Next up, this one is called a sweater, sweater, sweater. Normally, they wear it during the winter time. Okay, it's called a sweater, sweater. Perfect. Next item, it's called a jacket, jacket, jacket. Also, this one, you can wear it in winter. Okay, so these are some of the clothing items. We can move to the next one. Next up, this one, it's called pants. Pants. So, pants. Okay, next, these items over here, these clothing items, the one that we wear on our feet, okay? Before we put on the shoes, we call them socks, 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 all right? And the next one, these clothing items here, the ones that we put on our hands when it's cold to make sure that our hands do not catch cold, right? We call them gloves, 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 gloves. Okay, so these are some of the clothing items that we have. These are the most common ones. Of course, there are other different kinds of clothing items. Okay, we can have, for example, like a hat, we can have a beanie, okay, we can have a hoodie, right? So there are different kinds of clothing items. But in this case, we looked at the most common ones, all right? So now that we know how to say some of these clothing items, we can move to the next section. So in this section, we need to say the colors of clothes. To say colors of clothes. As you can remember, there was a unit in which we talked about the different colors. So now we know the different colors. We can then say what color are certain clothes or what color are our clothes. Okay? So I will give you a clothing item here or clothes, and then you will tell me what color they are, or we are going to say what color they are together. First, clothes. Right. Before I give you that first clothes, right, or that first clothing item, you need to first be able to know how to say the colors of clothes. So first, you need to say the color. For example, is the clothing item red, blue, green, black, whatever? So first, say the color of the clothing item or the color of the clothes. Then say the name of the clothes. Then say the name of the clothes. So first, the color, like I said, red, yellow, green, blue, black, white, whatever color. Then you say the name of the clothes or the name of the clothing item. So for example, if you have the color yellow and then the name of this clothing item is a jacket, then you would say yellow jacket. Okay? So first, say the color. After saying the color, you say the name of the clothes. All right? For example, this is another example. If you've got a clothing item here, okay, you can see it's like a t-shirt, for example. What color is it? I can say it's pink, right? The color is pink, and the name of the clothing item is a t-shirt, for example. So to say the color of this clothing item in a sentence, I have to say a pink t-shirt, a pink t-shirt. I start with the color pink, and then I say the name of the clothes or the name of the clothing item, which is t-shirt. Then I say a pink t-shirt, a pink t-shirt. All right, we can move to the next part now, where we are saying the colors of the clothes using this strategy. First, color, then the name of the clothes or the name of the clothing item. Let's go there. All right. It says, now say the clothes and their colors. Now say the clothes and their colors. Like we did in the last section, we are going to say the clothes and their colors. We start with the color and then we say the name of the clothes or the name of the clothing item. Right, let's start. First one, this clothing item here. You can see the color is blue. It's blue. And the name of this clothing item is a t-shirt. So we start with the color blue. So we say a blue t-shirt. A blue t-shirt. You start with the color and then the name of the clothing item. So it becomes a blue t-shirt. Next up, you've got an orange color, and this item is a dress. So then it becomes an orange dress. An orange dress. Moving right along, you've got the black color, and the item is a jacket. So we should say a black jacket. A black jacket. Let's move on. You've got the pink color, and the item is a sweater. So we start with the color. We say a pink sweater. A pink sweater. A pink sweater. You've got the brown color, and the item itself is pants. Pants. So we say brown pants. Brown pants. Okay. So here you can see we did not say a because the noun is plural. It ends with an S. But do not worry so much about the A, the N, which you saw as well when we said an orange dress. These are what we call articles. We will do them in the upcoming units. So articles and plural versus singular, meaning one versus two or more. We will do them in the upcoming units. Do not worry so much about that at the moment. What matters here is that you know that first you need the color and then the name of the clothes or the name of the clothing item. That's what matters here. Okay, let's move. Next item. Here, you've got a purple color here. And the name of the item is a skirt. So we say a purple skirt. A purple skirt. Right. So this is how we say the clothes and their colors. First, start with the color, and then you say the name of the clothes or the name of the clothing item. Then in that way, we can describe the color of that clothing item or the colors of those clothes. That's how we say how clothes look, by saying their color or their colors. All right, everyone. So this is the end of Unit 6 on clothes. In this unit, we learned how to say the basic clothes, and also we used the colors we learned in the previous unit of our colors. We learned how we can say clothes and their colors. So now, if someone asks you, for example, they say, how does this t-shirt look, for example? Then you can say, this is a blue t-shirt. Okay, you now know how to say the clothes and their colors. This is the end of Unit 6. We will meet in Unit 7. I hope you enjoyed today's class as much as I did, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye and take care.